Hey Sneak Peekers, it's Anna and I'm at Fantastic Fest to interview the cast and crew of House of Spoils. You guys were not only the writers but also the directors, and where did the inspiration come from, to make this project?
Um, well, wait a minute, I just answered that up there. You turn.
We worked in kitchens for a long time and in waitressing
restaurants.
jobs.
Yeah.
And that was sort of like the context. And then we really wanted to tell a story about a woman finding her voice. And for a while we tried to make it work in sort of the framework of an artist. And then one day we thought, what if she was a chef? And then we started reading more about chefs' journeys, women chef journeys, and we felt a lot of synergy between women chefs and women directors. And we thought, this is it.
Yeah, this is a story we can tell and we can write from a personal place. And yeah.
And I want to know, how was this directorial style different from any project you guys have done before? Did you kind of run with some kind of same themes, same vibe, looks, stuff like that?
We're always trying to make every project its own thing. Have the movie be the most maximum version of that movie and what that movie how it wants to be told, and how the cameras and lensing can bring out the storytelling.
Yeah, and let the characters lead. In which case, Ariana and Chef really told us what to do.
This is great. And I just wanted to know, as film students ourselves, we want to know if you guys have any advice on breaking into the industry, on starting our own projects and stuff like that.
Well, I will say the only way is the hard way, and I don't even mean in breaking industry. I think the more important question to ask and focus on is, what do you want to say? How can you find your voice, your personality, your filmmaking style? And the way to find your voice is to make things and finish them and then make another thing and then finish that and then make another thing. And so you just got to keep doing it. And so you really need to love the work itself. I don't know.
And this is advice some smart lady Bridget once told me, which is keep your overhead low.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, low rent is important.
I want to know a little bit more about the design and kind of the vibe that you wanted to bring into this project.
Well, firstly, we wanted the movie to look and feel delicious because the food was such a big part of the movie. We wanted the garden. We wanted you to be able to taste with your eyes, and so that was the inspiration for the design. We used a lot of medieval painters as inspiration too. A lot of still lives, a lot of artwork by female artists are in the film. So we tried to really make the design of the movie fit with all of the themes.
Tell me a little bit more about that garden. I know that's going to be hopefully something huge in the film. So tell me a little bit more about working on that.
Yeah, so we everything in the movie that you see is designed from scratch. I have some funny before and after pictures of the garden, which was just an overgrown field. We designed the garden based on an Irish cottage garden because it felt a little wild, which felt like it captured the spirit of the witch. And we used all of our delicious medieval color palette for all of our fruits and vegetables. We made a lot of custom fruit and vegetables for the movie too.
Well, I know that's probably not an easy job at all. And were there any challenges that you faced while making the garden or while making some other parts of the movie as the production designer?
Yeah, I mean, it was a very challenging movie because the movie's set in upstate New York and we were shooting in Hungary, so we had to make it feel believable, and the estate that we used was also not a restaurant, so we turned an estate into a restaurant. We built everything from scratch. And we really, and for the directors, it was really important for the cooking to feel authentic and real, and so we worked with a lot of chef consultants and kitchen consultants to make the kitchen that we built from scratch and designed feel authentic. And so that we could give the actors, and Ariana especially, the space to work and really feel immersed in the environment.
But what drew you to this project specifically?
I just loved their previous movie, Blow the Man Down, and when I read this script, it was one of the best scripts that I have ever read. It was juicy, it was delicious, it was a little wild, and the design possibilities felt really endless and exciting.
Do you have any advice for students that are breaking into film industry in every position or as production designer?
I just think you have to keep at it. I started out working on very small indie movies, and I was an art department of one, and I worked my way up, and so I wore lots of hats, and I feel like that's actually the best way to do it because you really learn about all aspects of the movie business that way and how things are made. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you like our content and you want to see more, click here. Bye, sneak peekers.